Hey guys, make it as Jason here. Welcome to another edition of the Madden 2017 franchise. We are in week 9 of the 2020 season. Monday night game. Hopefully, we're still able to get that win, so we can have 2 wins in a row. We haven't had that all year. So hopefully we're able to do so. Maybe get on a winning streak here. So let's go ahead and play this game. I'll get this guy back in, and when the game's over.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Packers going up against the Vikings. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Larry, it's the newest facility in the NFL, and it is a beauty as we come to you from U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. Last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it's definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe it's something they can build on as this game continues.
And they'll run it here. Oh, what a move. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary he caught to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit, pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll 1st and goal.
That's been a pretty darn good drive to start things off here in this game. Move the ball downfield well, and after that run, they're set up at 1st and goal.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will this one away. This fielded at the 2. they'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Viking offense make a way out. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of improvement. Love that type of diligence.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
They will run. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Just what you want on a first run. Call it yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Play action. It's Goff. He's got time. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. To throw on 2nd down is Goff. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Their big tight end, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage?
And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. They come out here in the eye. Coleman. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second and 10. Goff again. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. 3rd and long. It's gone. It's hauled in by Shepard. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Linval Joseph coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. It's caught. Shepard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Goff on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
To throw is Goff. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both teams have done enough to be leading here to this point, but in a close game, you know the second half is going to...
And apparently that's all there. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. We get a look at Sterling Shepard as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. And we roll. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up.
He's got a man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. So after being silenced a week ago, he's not being silenced here in this one. And you knew a guy like him wouldn't be held down for 2 straight weeks.
Feels like they just decided to game plan early to get him involved and get him off the schneid, because you don't want a week like last week to linger. Just get the ball to him early and let him turn in a big-time performance, and that's exactly what he's doing.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman.
Well, the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
On 1st and 10, Goff. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Sterling Shepard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Aguilar has it. Touchdown, Packers. Nelson Aguilar, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23 line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. It's caught. Shepard. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Really excellent job there of just going up and getting it.
Brandon, I'm a defender. I shouldn't be this excited, but what a play by the receiver downfield to elevate and make the catch.
Now Goff on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To the air again. Goff. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing again is Goff. And now another one thrown incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that brings up 4th down. Now 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Goff to the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. To throw on second down is gone. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Now it's gone. And he fires one, but incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. He's got time in the pocket. And that is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They run a draw here on second down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. Flushed out right. And this is Shepard on the catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kenny Stills, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him, maybe the guys up front, combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Aguilar has it. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Fresh set of downs here. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw is Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They come up in an offset eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And on the ground they go with the running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense. And
another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So on comes the kicker, Cody Parkey, in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. And Parkey's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to a Minnesota first down. And look at the numbers, a repeat performance. It seems right now it doesn't matter how many guys they're going to put on him. He's going to catch the football.
And when you hit that zone, and that's what he's in right now, where everything is working well for him, and I think it's in combination with what the offense coordinator is doing. He's a primary target. He looks at his play sheet, knows he wants to get him the football, and has designed some routes effective for the last 2 weeks. He's really been fun to watch.
Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. To Shepard, complete over the middle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And with this guy, I don't know that you're surprised when he has back-to-back games like this. He just keeps excelling.
What I like about him is that every year he doesn't settle for being one of the best in the game. He tries to make himself better. Almost like those great basketball players. I remember hearing about Kobe Bryant wanting to add something to his game every offseason. Magic Johnson, what do I need to work on to get better? Michael Jordan had that fadeaway before his career was over. Those are the best. Even though they're at the top of their game, they find ways to get better.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. That one good for 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Short kick here. Got the and they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football take over at the 24-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he'll get the... And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second down following the run.
Here we go now. Leopard.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
There it is,
was,
folks.
and you know the people really enjoyed this game.
The Packers 28-24. We now finally won 2 games in a row this season. Off 24 of 39 for 413 yards. It's a 61% percentage, 4 TDs, and rushing wise, it was a tough going again for Tevin Coleman. 15 carries, 35 yards to the 2 yard average. Receiving wise, Sterling Shepard had 9 for 223 and a touchdown. Kenny Stills 3 for 61 and a touchdown. Kalen Nortman 3 for 25. LeBradford 1 for 9. And Kenny Gostowski 1 for 15. Alright guys, I'll go ahead and end there, and I'll see you all in the next game.